In this video, we are going to take the solution for question 2 from the list of 4 questions provided by our subscriber. It will involve solving a quartic equation, polynomial of degree 4. This will involve long division. In case you want to learn from me, you can always send an email on the address given. Let us now enjoy the journey of success and understand the strategy to solve the question. I am Anil Kumar. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We'll continue with the solution of the questions discussed in the previous video. So, as I was saying, we have these 4 questions where you see squares of x and y and their reciprocals. How do we solve these simultaneous equations? In part 1, we did the solution for question number 1, which is x squared plus y squared equals to 5, 1 over x squared plus 1 over y squared equals to 5 over 4. Now, we are going to look into the solution of question 2, which is x squared plus y squared equals to 10, and 1 over x plus 1 over y equals to 4 over 3. I provided you with a hint. And that was that, well, if you look into this, denominator 3 is 3 times 1, right? So, x and y could be 3 and 1. So, one possible solution will be 3 and 1. Well, if x is 3, y is going to be 1. It could be other way also, 1 and 3. When you add them up, you do get 4. And on the right hand, and on the first equation, if you square 1, you get 1. 3 squared is 9. 1 plus 9 is 10. So the other equation is also satisfied. But what we need to find here is all possible solutions. The question is, are these only solutions? Means 1, 3 and 3, 1, right? Let me rewrite this here. Or there are more solutions to this. How can we be sure about it? So let us now look into the method of solving such an equation completely. Perfect. So let's begin by working on these equations. So the question once again here, question number 2 for you. We're looking into solution of question number 2. You are given 1 over x plus 1 over y equals to 4 over 3. You can isolate y from here. So 1 over y equals to 4 over 3 minus 1 over x, which could be written as 4x minus 3 over 3x. And that gives you the value of y as 3x over 4x minus 3. So using the second equation, which is 1 over x plus 1 over y is 4 over 3, we found the value of y as 3x over 4x minus 3. Now let us substitute this in the first equation, which is given to us as x squared plus y squared equals to 10. So substituting, we get what? X squared plus y squared, I could write this as 3x over 4x minus 3 whole square equals to 10. You get the idea. Now we have equation which only involves x, and therefore we can find all possible values of x. Perfect. So that becomes the strategy to solve this particular question. Now let's multiply all the terms by 4x minus 3 whole square and then write down the polynomial. Solving that polynomial, we can find all possible values of x. So we have x squared times 4x minus 3 whole square plus 3x whole square equals to 10 times 4x minus 3 whole square. So that is what you get. Now, you need to expand and simplify the equation. So, that could be a slightly wrong process. Let's do it. You could say, so 4x minus 3. If you expand, you get 16x squared minus 2ab. So 6 times 4, 24x plus 3 square, which is 9, plus 9x squared. Now bringing these terms to the left hand side, we get 10 and 4x minus 3 is same as 16x squared minus 24x plus 9. Now you can open this and simplify, writing each term. So 16x to the power of 4, and we get 10 minus 160 x to the power of 4. So let's expand this. So we get 16x to the power of 4 minus 24x cubed plus 9x squared plus 9x squared minus 160x squared plus 240x minus 90 equals to 0, right? So that should be equal. So that is what you get. So you have a degree 4 equation. Now let's rewrite this, simplify a bit. So once you do that, you get this as 16x to the power of 4. X cubed terms, there's only 1. So you get minus 24. X cubed. Now combine the x squared terms and you get what? 9x squared plus 9x squared, 18 minus 160. So you get minus 142x squared. Combining the x terms, which is only 1, plus 240x minus 90 equals to 0, correct? So that becomes the equation. We can divide each term by 2 and then rewrite this as 8x to the power of 4 minus 12x cubed minus 71x squared plus 120x minus 45 equals to 0. Correct? So we have this equation. Now the question is, how do we solve Quartic equation, the degree 4 polynomial? Well, you try some values, which should be the factors of 45 and or divide by 8 also, but let's try. Well, from the equation, as we said, 1 and 3 could be a good value to begin with. So we know one of the solution for this is x equals to 1. So this polynomial is 0 for x equals to 1, and therefore we can divide this by x minus 1 and get the cubic equation. So since we know that x equals to 1 works, so we can divide this by x minus 1. Let me leave some space here. I hope you know polynomial division, right? So what we know is that if I substitute 1 here, we get a 0. So let me write then like this. X equals to 1 is a solution. So therefore, x minus 1 will be a factor, correct? So I could divide this equation by x minus 1 and reduce it to the cubic equation. Perfect? So let's do that part. So x minus 1, divide the whole equation. So this is long division, which I am going to do now. 8x to the power of 4 minus 12x cubed minus 71 x squared plus 120x minus 45, correct? So first we'll multiply by x to the power 8 times x cubed. So that gives me 8x to the power 4 minus 8x cubed, and that leaves with minus 4x cubed minus 71x squared. So now we can do minus 4x squared. So which is 4x cubed minus 71x squared, and that 4x squared minus 4x squared, and that gives me minus 75. The minus minus becomes plus, right? So we get 75. Bring down 120. So it goes minus 75x. So minus 75x squared plus 75. So that gives you 45, right? Minus 45x, right? Yeah, 45x, and then minus 45. So that goes 45 times. Right? So then you get the remainder as 0. Right? So you can write this as, let's continue on a fresh page. So I'm writing the quotient. So what we really get here is, since x minus 1 is a factor, we could write this as x minus 1 times what we got here, 8x cubed, this term, 8x cubed minus 4x squared minus 75x plus 45, right? So 8x cubed minus 4x squared minus 75x plus 45 equals to 0. So now we have to figure out, how do we get further factors? For the cubic equation, we can now substitute x equals to 3. So we know that x equals to 3 is a solution. So we can divide by x minus 3. Perform the long division on 8x cubed minus 4x squared minus 75x plus 45. X minus 3, 8 times x squared, and we get 8x cubed minus 8 times 3, 24x squared, and that gives me 20 x squared minus 75x. So plus 20x, so that is 20x squared minus 60x, and that gives you minus 15x plus 45, and then minus 15 will make that 0. So we get the next factor, which is 8x squared minus 20x minus 15, and therefore you can now write this equation as x minus 1 times x minus 3 times 8x squared plus 20x minus 15. You get the idea. Equals to 0. So the last part is the quadratic equation. We can use quadratic formula to find the solution. So to solve for 8x squared plus 20x minus 15 equals to 0, we can say x is equals to minus 20 plus minus square root of b squared, which is 400, minus 4ac. So minus 4 times 8 times minus 15 divided by 2 times 8, which is 16, correct? So let us solve this. So when you solve this particular equation, you get minus 20 plus minus square root of, use the calculator, plus minus square root of 880 divided by 16. And you can write the decimal equivalent or the fraction itself. So in that case, you can evaluate this value and you get two answers. One is x equals to 0.605 and the other value is x equals to minus 3.105. So use calculator to calculate this value. So you get 4 different values for x. You get the idea. 4 different values of x. Right? So using these values, you can actually find all the solutions for the given equation. Perfect? So that is how you are going to solve this particular question. So the solution sets for this will be what? Let me rewrite. So we got the x value as equals to 1, x value equals to 3, x value equal to 0.605 and x value equal to minus 3.13 approximately, right? So for the corresponding values, y is 3, y is 1, y is minus 3.13, 3.105, sorry, 105. So 105 and y equals to 6.6, let me write 0. 605. You see that. So there are 4 different solutions for this particular equation. Perfect. So we have 4 solutions for this particular equation. Perfect. So I hope you understand and appreciate it. Let's go through the solution. So basically what we did was we isolated y, substituted the value of y into the original equation, got a quartic equation which was further simplified or factored using factor theorem. So x equals to 1 gave us a 0, x equals to 3 also gives us a 0. Dividing in sequence by x minus 1 and then by x minus 3 helped us to factor the whole equation. And the last factor, which was quadratic in nature, we used the quadratic formula to find the solution. You may do your calculation. You may even write down the exact value if you want to. Right. So this gives you two values, which is you can actually divide this by 4 and then get the solution. Correct. So that is how we can actually you can get from here dividing by 4, you get minus 5 plus minus square root of dividing this by 16 inside gives you 55 over 4, right? And then you can calculate, or directly you can calculate the two results for x, and the y value will be the other one, correct? So that is how you could solve this particular question. Perfect. So that gives us the solution of question 2. And as you realize, we have 4 different solutions. Now, I would like you to attempt question number 3, which is x squared minus y squared equals to 24 and 1 over x plus y plus 3 over x minus y equals to 11 over 12. I hope you understand and appreciate the solution. Thanks for your time and all the best.